The man secretly installed surveillance in his bedroom. He suspected that the nanny was not taking care of the children. Then the couple turned on the computer. They saw the picture on the computer screen was so clear. Then they relaxed a little. The next day the man went to work and watched the house. The nanny didn't know she was being watched. She revealed her greedy nature without any reservation. She sat leisurely on the sofa eating bread. Her eyes were glued to the TV screen. She didn't care about her sleeping baby. When she was bored she started clipping her toenails. The man was furious. He grabbed his cell phone and tried to call the nanny to question her, but the manager stopped him. The manager reminded him that if he called the surveillance would be exposed. The man calmed down and switched the camera to the bedroom. He was relieved to see that his son was still asleep. He went back to work. But at that moment the nanny's cell phone suddenly rang. She was woken up by the call. It turned out that someone had asked her to work as an hourly laborer. They offered her $50 an hour. When the nanny heard the price she was energized. She agreed without hesitation. She walked softly to the bedroom. She took one look at the sleeping child and walked out. She didn't want to wake the child. She was afraid of waking the child and delaying her chance to make money. Before she left she drank the rest of the milk. Then she cleaned up the garbage and left. But after the nanny left the baby woke up, standing on the crib crying. It was only then that the man from the meeting had time to check the CCTV. He saw his son crying desperately on the bed, but the nanny was nowhere to be seen. He was very anxious and called his wife immediately. His wife was also very worried. She rushed to call the nanny, but the nanny's phone was turned off, so she called her husband back. She told him the nanny's phone was off. The man couldn't sit still any longer. He got up and rushed home, but his car was rear-ended on the road. He couldn't make it back now. The wife was furious when she found out, so she called her sister. The wife's sister found out about the situation. She immediately went to her sister's house to help. As soon as she got in the car she asked her daughter to look up the phone number of a locksmith company on the internet and called 110 for help. It wasn't long before her sister and the police arrived at the house, but when they got to the bedroom they couldn't hear the baby crying. My sister was worried that something had happened to the child. The locksmith arrived at the scene. He was able to open the door. They rushed into the bedroom. The scene that followed shocked everyone.